My hands pluck the things I know that I'll need. Take the sugar, butter from the pantry. I add the flour to the can, but I am hoping to start getting it down with the recipe to bake my heart. Sugar and butter and flour.
I love this musical so much. Like, so much. All the time. Love it.
What's inside? Everyone wants to know what's inside.
Oh, don't act like you don't do this either. Let's be real here. Okay, we're going to talk about it today. All right, everybody. Hey, it's Mimi. How are you guys doing? So today I'm going to talk about something that is always on my mind, like always, because it's a thing. It's a real thing, and I just need some answers, people. I need some answers. So what I want to ask you guys is, why don't adults audition for shows? What's your excuse? What is it? Listen, there are quite a few, and we're going to talk about them today because I hear them all the time. So we're going to talk about it, and you can chime in too and let me know if there's another reason that I didn't put in here. Like, I know for sure one is time, but I forgot to put that in here. But these are the ones that I hear the most, okay? The first one is scared or nervous. All right. That is a normal thing, people. It's the fear of the unknown, right? Or the fear of failing and not being good enough, or what if I don't have any talent, or, that kind of thing. But I have to tell you something, and I tell my students this all the time. Nerves are good. Nerves mean you care, right? That you care about doing a good job, that you care about, your craft, that you care about being in a show and being in a production and being a part of something. That is a good thing. It's not bad. So you have to get past that, though. Think about this. At some point, everything was new to you, right? And you just jumped in. Everything was new to you at one point. There's still things that are new to you. You go to a movie and you don't know how this movie is going to be, but you go, right? Or you go to that job interview, you get past those nerves and you show up because you're passionate about it and you want it. So you go, and that's a new thing. So it's the same thing with theater. You know what I mean? Yes, it's a new thing. Yes, it's nerve-wracking sometimes, but you got to get past that, right? We always do the what ifs, right? Oh my gosh, what if I don't do the right monologue? What if I don't sing the right song? What if I'm not wearing the right clothes? What if I say the wrong thing? What if they ask me to do X, Y, and Z? You can't worry about that stuff. All you can do is be prepared and do it. That's it. Jump right in. Jump right in. There's always a first for everything, right? So don't let that be like a hindrance to you. Are your nerves, okay? Don't do it. Especially if you've done theater before, like in high school or middle school or elementary school or community theater or whatever. Don't be nervous. Jump back in there. If you enjoyed yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I could do that again. Our adult show schedule isn't too horrible. You know what I mean? All of our rehearsals take place at night. And depending on what show you're doing, for instance, the murder mystery, we're only rehearsing one night a week. And then for our March play, yes, we do audition 3 times a week, but that's because that's a 2-hour production. You know what I mean? The murder mysteries are shorter. So you definitely want to make that commitment, but don't let that deter you or make you scared for wanting to audition, okay? The second thing I hear a lot is, but my memory. Okay. here's the thing about memory. Unless you have a diagnosis, okay, about your memory, that is a little bit of a cop-out to me. I'm just saying, all right? Unless a doctor has said that you have memory issues, that's a little bit of a cop-out, because I bet you right now, you could break into a Madonna or Biggie concert in the middle of your living room because you remember every single song off of their albums. And you know I'm right. You could probably quote, you have quote, unquote, unquote, unquote about your favorite movie, your favorite TV show. Let's be real. I know that. You know that. You know, and it's a muscle, you know, memory. Doing it over and over again. The reason why you remember those Madonna and Biggie songs are because you listened to it over and over and over again. And you remembered it. It's the same thing with theater. You read your script over and over again. You listen to the music, if you're in a musical, over and over again. And then it gets stuck in your head like a Taylor Swift song. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it does. Hey, James. So it's the same thing. Because I tell you right now, I've got that Taylor Swift song Delicate stuck in my head, and I don't even like Taylor Swift, but they play it all the time. Well, I guess I do like her if I like that song. But you know what I mean? It's the same concept. Same concept of looking over it, hearing it, listening to it. There's different ways to memorize, and you know, I talk about that in like my private lessons and class and things like that. But you can memorize it, okay? Trust me, you can memorize it. Okay. This is the third, which I understand this. People say, I don't know how to prepare. I got that. I get it. I get this a lot. We know, especially for us, we know that our audition methods might not be what Jacksonville's used to. I mean, maybe they are now because we've been here 7 years. But I understand if that's not what they're used to. Our audition methods are what in the professional world that we do, like when we're auditioning for national tours, Broadway, you know, things like that. It's really not different. Any of those things that you want to audition for, you're going to have to do a monologue. They'll specify whether it's comedic or dramatic. And you're going to have to do 32 bars 16 bars really, from a Broadway pop rock gospel song situation. So it's not different. I know it sounds intimidating, which is why I think some adults don't audition, is because it sounds like, oh my gosh, what is a monologue and what is 32 bars and what in the world? It's standard. It's very standard. Also, when we post audition notices, we usually like send you we have a link underneath the audition notice to monologues to kind of get you started, so you can kind of see where you can find a monologue that fits you, you know. And then people go, okay, well, how do I know a monologue fits me? And I understand that too, which is why, you know, we have audition workshops, private lessons, and hopefully an adult acting class. If you're still stuck on your search, you can always contact us and say, hey, I want to audition for, you know, this, your next murder mystery or whatever, but I don't know anything about prepping. I don't know anything about picking a monologue. I don't know anything about, you know, and we can help you, you know, with that. Okay. We do audition workshops for our kids, and I wouldn't mind doing one for adults. So if you want an audition workshop for adults, comment below with adult workshop and we'll get on that. Okay. So again, if you want, put it up here. If you want an adult workshop for adults, an audition workshop, comment below with the words adult workshop, and we will see what we can do about that. Okay? Because I understand that that is a big thing. Because again, I get the messages about, I just don't know how to prepare. I don't know what this is. I don't know what a monologue is. I don't know what anything is. And that's totally fine. And in our audition workshops, we tell you all of that. We help you to learn how to choose a monologue, you know, what to wear, how to choose a song, how to break up the song, you know, to break it down to 32 bars or 16 bars or whatever the case may be. So just make sure that you, if you want one, comment below, okay? Also, take an adult acting class. Yeah, maybe. I know that I have had people, you know, throughout the year, they say, I want to take an adult acting class. Can you offer one? Here's the thing about that, you guys. And I'm just going to be really real with you, okay? I would love to offer an adult acting class. I have offered an adult acting class, but I can't have a class with one or two people, okay? Because that's not a class. And you have to be consistent. That's another problem, is that I can't have a class that will end in a like mini showcase performance if I don't have consistency in, did I say that right? Consistency, right? No, consistent. You know what I'm saying. I haven't had enough coffee today. So, you know, but you have to commit to the class, because making you into an actor or making you a better actor does not happen overnight. It doesn't happen in one class. It doesn't happen in two. It doesn't happen in six. It is a forever process. Once an artist, you're always learning. Always. I am always learning. You know what I mean? So you gotta stay committed. And I need at least 5 to 8 adults in order to have an acting class, which I would love to do. Hey, Tracy. Which I would love to do. I'd love to have an acting class for adults. So if you would like to take a class, comment below with, I'll take a class. And I will message you about setting one up. And we can see what we can do about getting an adult acting class going. I'll make it shorter. Usually our classes are 8 weeks long, but I can do like a 6-week class for adults. And also let me know, would you want it during the weekday? It'd have to be in the evening, obviously. Would you want it during the weekday, or would it need to be like a Saturday afternoon class? Just let me know. And we'll talk about incorporating that either later on in the fall or in the spring, like January, February time, when we restart up our second set of classes. Right now, we've got our theater classes for kids and teens and stuff like that start next week. Don't forget, if you have kids, we have a 5 to 9-year-old class, then we have our 10 to 16-year-old class, okay? And then we have an advanced class that I actually teach for ages 13 to 17. So if your child has been in theater over a year, they can register for the advanced class. So make sure that you get that in. Classes start next Tuesday and Wednesday, okay? And yes, they have to come to both days because they have a performance at the end. So, but if you want an adult class, comment below with, I'll take a class. Also, if you're watching this in the replay, comment replay so I know that, you're here and hi. One thing that you can do to help you until we get classes together is you can register for private lessons, because we do offer private acting and voice lessons. So if that's something that you're interested in, here, I'll put it in the comments, the link to the lessons. Am I the only one who can't like type and talk at the same time? Because it's difficult for me. All right, so you can register, you can look through and register there for private lessons. And that's one-on-one. okay? If we don't get classes together in time, okay? Another way to help get a class together, share this video. Share this video once we're done with it, or you can share it right now and say, hey, I want to take an adult acting class, but Mimi needs at least 5 to 8 people to have this class, okay? So share the video because you have an audience that I may not have yet. You know what I mean? You have friends and family that probably don't even know I exist. So by sharing this video, it might spark an interest in somebody and they might go, you know what? I want to take an adult acting class too. Adult acting classes do so much more than just for stage. It helps with public speaking. It helps with teaching. I've had teachers come for private lessons just to be able to, speak in front of classrooms or speak wherever, in front of committees, in front of, at conventions and things like that. So it helps with a lot of things. It helps with confidence. It helps with nerve, because we do it with our kids, and you can definitely see the difference from when they started class to the end of class. And so it's great for adults too, guys. And the only way we can continue to give you adult shows is if you audition. We can't have adult shows unless you guys audition. So you have to do that so that we can continue to give you adult shows, because sometimes what happens is the actors that you see, my actors, they're great, but they get burnt out sometimes, because they're always doing the shows. So we're always looking for new talent. You do not have to have experience, okay? That's what I'm here for, right? That's what I do. I help you with acting and choices and things like that. So don't ever feel like, oh gosh, do you have to have experience to do these shows? No, we're community theater. Do you know what I'm saying? We're community theater. So you don't have to have the experience, right? If you do, great. If you don't, great. We'll help you with all of that, all right? In every show, we usually have somebody new or someone who's never done theater before, and that's great. That's what we need, because the bigger we get, the more people we're going to need. And I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We're in the process right now, trying to get a building for a theater, so fingers crossed, prayers up, good vibes. Comment below if you know some other places, just in case that this building in particular doesn't go through, but we're praying that it does. But if it doesn't, let me know if you know of a place that you think would be awesome to have a small black box theater here in Jacksonville. So as we grow, we want you to grow with us. And the only way to do that is for you to come on out and audition, get past those fears, get past that memory stuff, right? Get past that preparedness. I will put together an adult audition workshop if you want it. Remember to comment with the words adult workshop. And if I get enough people to comment, then I'll put one together. If you want a show, if you want a class, say I'll take that class. We'll put it together. All right. Don't forget to share this video to everybody. And yeah, that's what I have for you today. I'm going to go and shove some food in my face because I've got to get to Jacksonville High School for their callback for fall play. Then I have to come back here for our first rehearsal for Willy Wonka Jr. So busy day today, busy day. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you were on the replay, thank you so much for coming back and watching. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you more than you possibly know. Man, 7 years. That's a long time for arts business here in Onslow County. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you so much. I'm going to try to hop on here tomorrow during Diamonds and Denim. We have a table there. And, thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I hope it helps too, because I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, share the video, spread the word. Adults, we need you. We're looking for you. And come on out. We have so much fun. So much fun. So just come on out. All right. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you soon. Bye. Where's my music? Where'd my music go?